to the next thing in the script, which is XM, one of my personal favourites, the backwards music station. Let me just click back in the description here to see what the date was. That was absence. 4D, do you remember the date we got this specific XM?
It was on August 30th at 30:59 Zulu was my recording.
August 30th, that's the one.
So 29th, actually.
The 29th, right. Either way, it was a specifically interesting catch of XM, this one. There's been no real knowledge of what XM is, pretty much ever. There's been many different theories of it. A particular theory that I stood by, and many other people in here and many other of us in the IRC, and obviously around the shortwave world, thought it's some sort of idler for something, or maybe it's scrambled, maybe it's actually scrambled voice itself. Now, on August the 29th, XM was on for hours on 7955. Not sure exactly how long, but it was well over 4 hours at least. And throughout the constant backwards music, as it's called, there was breaks in it, not silence though, clearly encrypted voice. So there's, it turns out XM is actually the idling mode for a voice scrambler. Now 4D at the time, who was listening, pointed to a possibility of it being, I believe, did you say possibly a Czechoslovakian voice scramble, do you think?
Yeah, it sounded either Czech or French.
Right. How did you come to the conclusion of where you thought it was from?
Previous recordings of known encryption systems from those countries sounded and looked very similar to the scrambled voice that came from the signal.
Ah, I see. Well, from this particular XM broadcast, there's not really much else to mention other than the fact we've now got clear-cut proof. It's the idling sound of a voice scrambler, though we've no idea obviously who's using it or for what purpose. We've got many hours of recordings for this between us. I've personally got about 3 hours worth of recording, so I will splice some in now. I'll splice in a couple of different recordings. We've got one from 4D there, so we can see how loud it was in America, at the same time as how loud it was in Europe. We've just got Knock has just joined us in the mumble. Do you want to shout up hello, Knock?
Hi guys.
Hey mate.
That brings us to the end of XM. While it is a really interesting thing to listen to, and I'll put a good couple of minutes worth of different recordings in the splice, there's not really much else we can say about it other than that. So yeah, XM Wales backwards music station, whatever you want to call it. It is the idling background noise of a voice scrambler.
XM has been known to come out of English and American naval transmitter sites, so that's always something we want to think about. I was down in Jacksonville, Florida. There's a naval air base down there, and I remember on my little Grundig I had an S9 just standing outside of this military base, so it almost broke the radio.
I've always thought XM is broadcast from multiple places, and the fact that it's voice scrambling what sounds like discussion, it's more than one person's voice being scrambled there. There clearly are several sites that use it. So who's using it? Whether it's military or whether it's intelligence, whether it's even something strange, some strange things they're using, even aeronautically. I don't know. We don't know, but we'll continue to try and find out. But that's me done with XM now anyways. Is there anything else to be spoken on that? I guess not. So next on